and they respect that. Even if I present the legislation, it's going to be a hard thing to do. It's going to be a hard thing to change. But my hope all along has been that the stuff would change where the funding would go away. You know, if the funding goes away, it's over with. And I'm still have hopes that maybe something might happen in that situation.
So can I interject this idea? So I mean, if there is concern, and you've expressed a lot of it tonight, that you're being personally attacked, that people are misrepresenting things, that people don't seem to respect the real record, would there be a purpose in you at least putting some sort of legislation forward that could oppose the pilot project, even if it doesn't have a chance of being passed, because at least the perception would be out there because you put that legislation forward that you're fighting for the county?
We could do something like that. And the thing that I had, like I said, I had a letter drafted already because I thought I had it. You know, Jeff Stenbroner, I think you all met him. He's a very, very smart guy. He came and spoke, the big tall guy, if you met him. He's a chemist, and yeah. I'm very blessed because I have two people around me that are very well educated in the chemistry field. Bill Reynolds, who's got his master's in chemistry and chemistry teacher, and Jeff, they're both brilliant when it comes to chemicals. So them helping me with stuff is a tremendous asset. But I had the letter wrote up, and I was going to send it to the governor, and at the very last we found that last part in there, and I think probably no one of you know it, but until we did research that pilot project is still going to get that $85. And I thought, you know. So
I'm sorry, could you explain that further? So it was cut down from 85 to 15 at a federal level or at the state
federal level?
But there's a specific cutout at the federal level for this pilot project?
Yeah, it's still in law. See, that's why I thought when I found that, I thought, I got it. I was going to go and send a letter to the governor. I got to draft it up and said, you know, here we're taking the CO2 thing, we're changing it. It's no longer, they can go ahead and do their ammonia plant down there and let it go because it's no longer a greenhouse gas. And so that gave me the ammo to go, and I thought, well, then we can come back and say, since they're cutting the federal government the money on from 85 to 15 to 20, then this program is going to fall away. Because in my opinion, they're not a very well run business organization. You agree with that, Joe? I mean, when you don't have to say yes, but I mean, the way they are, I'm not comfortable with the way they deal with things. And I told Zeller the other day, I seen material, I said, you guys really messed this up. You know, they didn't do it right. Just didn't do it right. But what I'm saying is, when I heard that from, if you know good and well, if you're making a product and you're making $80 to $85 off of it, and all of a sudden the market goes 15 to 20, you got problems. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I hope happened. But then we researched it again last night, and we came up and we found it where they were still going to get that $85. So if there's some way we can change that, where their business can operate, and it won't operate at $15 to $20. I mean, it's just no way. And that's my hope, that maybe we can get something done about it, and eventually, if the market's gone, there's no business. So and I've been working on it. And like I said, I thought I had it, you know, and I was very happy. But then when I researched it some more, and I'll get that documentation to you where it is in there. Jeff was the one who told me about it. He researched it and found it. So that was my hope. But
well, you know, another aspect. I mean, have they ever come up with anything as far as, because I've got 3 guys I've talked to that's first responders, as far as how to neutralize it, how to dilute it, how to do anything. And, you know, and then of course now it's, you know, the DNR is going to oversee the project, which is Alan Morrison.
Yep. And Vermilion County voted Alan Morrison in last time too.
Yes. So, I mean, who's going to regulate this if there's no regulations on it?
I have never in my life, and in fact, I'm going to do some more research on this, because you just like when you think about what they did here when they neutralized the gas here at Newport. There was everything covered. They had everything set up, all the monitors. They had everything. Sure. This thing here is just not there.
Yes, I don't care if it's a can of WD-40. There's a safety data sheet on it.
What?
You know, I don't care if it's a can of WD-40 or spray paint. There is a safety data sheet on it.
That's right.
I'll take care of it. But now you're going to inject this gas, which is not too far away from a school. And, you know, and I've talked to 3 different guys, and they said, you know, if it's blowing the right direction, it's not a search and rescue. It's going to be a pickup.
It's bad.
Because there's nobody knows how to dilute it, how to deter it, how to anything.
It's bad.
Yeah.
And they also changed, they went from accelerated of injecting it too, you know, about twice the amount in half the time.
Yeah, and now you're gonna truck it instead of pipelining it. That's a great idea.
I'm totally against it, and I'm willing to go, and I got some more research I'm doing on it, because I'd like to see the plans on it. I'd like to show me what you're doing. Show me all your plans. Show me how it really is. I don't know if they have them. I mean, it's, you know, if you got a suggestion for me to try to help do something here, please let me know what it is. And like I said, I'm looking, spend a lot of time doing the research, and maybe this change of the market might make a difference. I don't know.
I mean, are there more people of your opinion at the state level, or is it kind of?
I'm just telling you what it is, because you need to know what it is. I don't see, if you bring legislation in there, I don't think it'll pass.
Well, what's the general feel at the state level? Do they support these sorts of things from a business
Well,
standpoint?
I think that when it originally happened, I think the thing that was told, and someone correct me if I was wrong, that these wells are all over the place in Indiana, and they're not. They're not. I'm probably the only person you ever talked to, I don't know if you know this or not, that's worked on wells and injection wells. I worked at Duke Energy for 4 years monitoring 3 injection wells, 2 mile deep. I know what needs to be done. I know I had to monitor them, watch pressures, and you know, but they're not, they weren't active, but I'm very familiar with that type of injection wells. So like I said, I'm open, and I have no problem bringing some legislation that maybe can help. You know, I'm here for that. But I will tell you that the chance of it passing is very small. I mean, I'm just, you know, I got to tell you that. I can't tell you that, you know, I'm going to be honest with you.
You don't want to get hopes up.
Well, and anyone who's not in Vermillion or Vigo County, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's not in their backyard.
Yeah. But the main thing is on this history here, I think it's important that you read it. Mm-hmm. Some of you might already know everything about it, but it goes back to where it started and how long it's been around. But the problem, all this was going on, it was not really a public thing, I think. You know, it wasn't have the hearings, everybody knows what's going on, and it wasn't that way at all. But like I said, I'll continue to do what I can do to help in that situation. But I do want to make some clarification that, you know, the eminent domain is not in the budget bill. And I know some people changed their mind about me, and some people don't talk to me no more, and they likely think I'm a bad person or something, and it's not true. So if you heard something, and it's not true. The only bill that came up last year was open bill with carbon sequestration. I voted it down. So, but I don't know where we go from here. I really don't. Like I said, I thought I had something good the other day when they changed that. Federal government's changing that and made a public statement about it. I thought, well, now since the market's gone, I think you even posted something about it, which is a good article, and I thought maybe we had it there, but I will get that other information to you so you can see it. And one thing that I am looked into, I addressed it yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, in the pilot project, it says the state of Indiana may be liable. And that word there is going to be addressed. The state is going to have to. I will address that in a legislation that I believe the state endorses these pilot projects, and the state should be responsible. And that may word, I don't know, maybe to you guys it's okay, but to me, I don't think it's an acceptable phrase or make you feel good.
May what? Be responsible for accidents?
Yeah, may be responsible after it closes.
Yeah, you got to run all these tests continuously for years.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be an expense, and whether it's going to come back on the county or
they're
Vigo
already out of
County
town.
because of where it's located.
And one of the worst things about it, when I was commissioner, one of the big problems I had, number one, was against it. Number two, there's no economic, there's no value of it. I mean, and people out there should be making a lot of money off of this. You know what I mean? There should have been something, and the county should have been making a bunch of money if they was going to do it. There's no money involved in it for the people, for the county. It's a liability. So, but
in the same conversation about the greenhouse gas classification changing for CO2, did they speak about 45Q credits? Because it makes no sense if the government decided to deregulate carbon dioxide that they would continue to pay people money to put it in the ground.
It's my understanding they already did that. They passed that change on that. It was in the big bill, according to Jeff, I'd recheck again, that they changed that credit.
No, I don't think, not for 45Q. No.
Well, anyway, I'll do the
That's
research.
the pertinent one for sequestration. But if that would have changed, trust me, the red shirts would have known. So that did not change.
Well,
But
I do know that there's been 4 projects here in Indiana that are no longer projects for carbon sequestration. I know that for a fact.
as after what point? You mean subsequent to the big beautiful bill passing or something? Or?
Somewhere in that time frame. There've been 4 of them that have went off the radar. Am I? Did you hear that also?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a change, and it's a change of administration. You know, when you have one administration come in and say this, the next administration comes in and says this, and this new administration is more friendly to, I think, what we're trying to do here. But this situation here is just like something that keeps sticking up, and you keep trying to do something about it, and you're limited. So no, I would entertain a bill. That's why I'm here for. I represent you all. And if something can be worked up from something, we can see what we can do with it. Because I represent you. I lived here. That area out there is where I lived, where it's at. You know, and but whichever way you guys want to go, and like I said, I'm here to do what I can. And but mainly, if you need anything, please let me know. So I came by your house too. You knew that, didn't I?
I did. I'm sorry, I got your information, but it's just, it's been a couple of
So I
weeks.
attempted, he had some questions. I attempted to go to his house. He was busy. I went to his work. I know his boss. I thought I might catch you there,
I
but
think Brian talked to you though, right?
huh?
Brian ended up talking to you?
He called me later. I went and knocked on the door and put the thing on the door, and he called me later and said, I seen you up on the front door. I said, well, but I'm here for you. I mean, whether we agree or disagree, I would like to have a conversation and just talk to me. Say, Tim, this is what I hear. Is this true? You know, and that's the way I always will be. But you do have information. There's 2 different legal, and then this was also given to the concerned citizens of Universal to let them see that. I ended up posting on their page because they didn't want to post it. But anyway, we got a lot ahead of us, and this is a bad thing. I was not part of making it happen, and it's hard to be a part to stop it. And a lot of money involved, a lot of money. So my hopes is maybe something can change.
Well, hopefully we can just all move on. Remember, can't fix what happened yesterday. Just got to move forward and how to and prevent things from going that way. And so, if you have no other questions, State Representative, I'd like to move on.
My question to you is, are you going to present something that, in a form of a bill that you want me to entertain? That's my question to you.
I think as we go through this moratorium, I'm just speaking for myself, I'm looking at may need some meat and potatoes, because you mentioned 4 sites are not moving forward. Was that due to their county area laws for CO2 equestrian, or was it funding? If you find out that they have a real good ordinance within their county that kind of stopped it, that information would be really good as we work on our ordinance.
Right.
For it. Again, we have everybody knows that the pilot program was already approved by the state. These other 4 sites probably didn't have, was not approved, or we would have seen that somewhere.
Right. And I think if you talk to, I was involved with it as it's going through, and John Spur was very open about that the state law trumps local laws, right. And that's just a matter of, and federal law trumps state law. So, but, if you guys want to draft a piece of legislation, you think that needs to be presented, I would do that.
Could we tie Brad in on that one? Because I'm a little rusty writing pieces of legislation. I don't know.
Well, one quick question. Are you aware EPA is going to have oversight over CO2 sequestration in Indiana? Or not EPA, I mean DNR.
Say it again?
The DNR will have oversight for carbon sequestration. in
I
Indiana.
think that Indiana did not give up a did they do the primacy? Do you remember that?
Well, is there some document at the state level on the oversight of it that's been produced yet?
That states that the DNR will be responsible for overseeing it? Is that your
No,
question?
not the DNR will be responsible, but what the requirements of that are. Like what a document would tell the companies willing to do or wanting to do this, what their responsibilities are.
I'll tell you what,
If there's something at the state level, I think we would love to see it.
the best thing for
Even
you,
if it's a draft.
the best thing for you to do is text me that information, and I have it in front of me,
Okay.
and then I can get it to my LA to try to research it and try to find out the truth of the matter.
Yeah, I think that'd be an awesome help for this body to moving forward, if it's there.
If you want me to do any type of presentation as far as legislation, I need to know it as soon as possible. Our bills will start going in here for long, and I'm allowed 5 bills this year, and I've already got several bills that I'm gonna be working on.
When do you have to submit those?
They're already taking openings right now. I went and talked, and I got 5 right now. I'm in it, right, or 6 or something like that. I got several ideas, and what we do, we take our ideas to the LSA Legal Services, and you walk in there and you say, I want to do this. This is my bill I want to do, and then they start drafting it up, and they draft it up before you give it back to you and say, how does this look? And they help you make that bill.
So we would only have to have suggestions for what we'd like to see to get to you, and then you can take it to them?
Yeah, and get it to the place where it's pretty, the more you define it, the better. You know, and then it comes back, and like I said, I'm gonna try to keep one slot open for something to do with CO2 that maybe I can help, you know, in any way I can. But that's gonna happen here. If you can get it to me, see, this is what, August? Within a month, by the middle of September or so. You need, tell me who's going to be doing the heading this up, so I know who will be getting that to me, and what you guys' plans. I mean, because
Well, it's everything towards the moratorium. As per our moratorium, we were going to create an ordinance. And we know it cannot be against the pilot program, but it has to be future.
right.
So
I don't see any reason whatsoever why we couldn't draft legislation to give to Tim that would undercut the pilot project. I don't think this pilot project is as sacrosanct as people are making it out to be. It's not untouchable. The state put this beast into power. It can take the power away. So if we want to put some legislation his way that would undercut the pilot project,
I like the thing of May.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that we ought to at least try. I mean,
right, as Tim said, like maybe the chances of passing are a snowball's chance in hell. But
yeah,
if
at
you
least we
try, that's better than not doing anything and just letting them have their way.
Yeah. So who's the point of contact? Who's gonna? I mean, where do I need to?
I mean, do you have any you're the legislator. Do you have any proposals for how you want to approach this?
You guys, you tell me what you want to do, or how you want to present it. This is going to be a people's bill.
What's the best angle to tackle it? I mean,
Well, the best angle is that
safety.
Safety. Pressures.
the thing about this is I'm spending a lot more time doing this because I'm doing my research, which I need to do. I'd like to see their master plan. How do they actually have a plan?
I have a feeling like Zeller would be more than happy to show you that if you showed up at his door. I don't know. He kind of offered that to us, I think, the last time he was in audience. So,
I will meet with him, but I'll let everybody know where I'm going, where I'm going to be, and then y'all stand and watch me when I'm standing there, you know?
he'll give you a business card. You can go right to the site.
Bring
Trust
3
me.
witnesses.
You can go to the site and he'll give you a tour.
So 2023, the DNR was directed by the state to develop rules for implementing carbon sequestration projects. July 15, 2025, just a month ago, the Indiana Natural Resources Commission gave final approval to a set of permanent rules. So that's what's now in place.
They're going to be over it.
Right.
Is that the question you had?
Yeah.
It's going to be.
So those rules are now there. I don't know if they've been adopted or what.
I sent you a text.
Well, it's not available for a local.
I just sent you, if you could get that document to us,
If you guys want something, just text me, because maybe you all remember everything for 3 or 4 days, and you got photographed I don't. I don't. And if you send me a question, then I can send it on to my LA and they can do the research on it, they can get you the answer.
You can just send it to Penny and she can disseminate it out to the rest of us.
Something here about the rules that were approved in last month are scheduled to take effect later this year, possibly October.
The rules, that's what we need.
Yes.
So I'm gonna wait to hear from you all.
Okay.
And like I said, the least we can do is make a presentation, and if it moves, it moves. If it don't, it don't, but at least we tried. And I feel like that's the least I can do for you all, even though I'm trying to do other stuff most people don't know about, but I am trying to get an end to this.
Well, thank you for coming and taking your time and coming and seeing us, and we'll keep the communications lines open directly so we can get straight answers and hearsays are out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to the new business. Notice is hereby given, Michael McClish has filed with the Vermillion County Board of Zoning Appeals a petition 25-02 for a special exception to place a 1996 mobile home on the following real estate located in Clinton Township, Vermillion County, Indiana, commonly known as 2458 East, 1510 South, Clinton, Indiana, 47842. Okay.
So I have met with both Michael and his wife, and they have advertised in the Tribune Star. They sent out their certified letters to the adjacent property owners. No one's called into the office, and no one's here this evening in opposition, but this property previously had a mobile home on it.
Okay, that's
So
good.
they have been in contact with the health department, and because there is a
Septic.
system online or on site, and they're going to have it pumped and tested, and if it's good, Dana will give them her blessing. If not, they'll have to address the new septic. But other than that, they followed all the guidelines. And if you guys have any questions, they're both here.
So how long ago was there a mobile home on that property?
From the 70s to the mid-90s.
Okay. And then nothing has been on it since the mid-90s?
So we had the land cleared and the renters were still there, and
The renters,
the runners.
oh, runners,
Yeah.
the frame of the
Foundation.
trailer.
Foundation.
No, or the footer is like where the trailer would sit on.
Oh,
Runners.
Yeah.
Are you on Shepherdsville water? Up there, are you on a well?
Yeah, Clinton Township.
Clinton Township. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anybody have,
I have
oh,
questions. I'm a little confused. There's a house on the property already? Or not?
Yes, yeah, 10 acres,
It's the 10 acre property?
yes.
And we're talking about the split, they're having to get a split off. They just didn't want to do that if they couldn't get the special exception to put the mobile home on it.
Okay.
Yes.
So if this exception is granted, they are going to split the property into 2 parcels?
Yes.
Yeah, I've already been in contact with the
Surveyor? Okay.
and what would be the sizes of those two?
The one that we would parcel out would be 1
1 acre or a little more, roughly.
yeah, 1.09 acres.
That's big enough.
Urban residential.
so you have all the paperwork then? Yeah. So anything about the
Can you put this
paperwork?
up there?
What, the map? The map?
Yeah, and then my question would be, do you have anything you see needed else in the paperwork, and are they within the compliance?
They're good to go.
Okay.
And none of the neighbors had any input, any objections or anything?
We didn't hear from anybody.
Yeah.
They received all the postcards back except 2. And one of the 2 they didn't receive back, I spoke to in person, on the phone about another. He called about something else, and I told him about it. Didn't see there.
Okay.
Yep. And so.
Will there be a new culvert cut for the road for entry? Into the
There already is.
It's already in
existing
place?
one, Yeah.
So the yellow square, sorry. Done on both of them, I guess, but the yellow square is the parcel where, that they own, and the trailer will be going down this end, correct? Yes. So you can already see the drive is already established.
Mhm.
And the people who, the house that's closest to where the trailer will be, did you get something back from them? Or were they ones?
There were 8 people notified, 8 adjacent property owners notified with the way the property lies.
And was theirs one that you got back where you know that they got the notice?
Yes,
I don't know
the
who
3
was-
there you see, we got notices back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Who?
RETZ.
Hmm.
That's that. And this one's Stephen Gossett, they got that one. This one's Josh Morgan, you got that one too.
Yeah.
Right, and they got Alan Taylor. That's all, yeah, that's all
Yeah,
Alan.
that's all.
What do you think? Like said.
And then on the other side of our property,
Well, okay.
we also got one.
Got two, only cutting an acre.
From this one over here,
Right.
Yes.
And then what are your plans? You said are you gonna live in the trailer or are you gonna
Our
rent
son,
it?
our son is
Okay.
living in his fiance.
Okay,
they do live in this structure on the property.
okay.
That's where the runners are.
That's what I assume so. By looking at it.
We'll just need a recommendation for the BZA.
Yeah, just when they were talking about runners, you had the cement things because the laws change, you know. So you've got the cement, and those are current, or did you pour new ones, or you're gonna pour new ones?
Those are the old ones, they put
Yeah.
in different pillars.
Are you gonna plan to do new ones, or?
They can use pure pads.
Uh-huh,
They're, okay, that's what they're called.
Okay.
When- If a runner is too, not
Narrow.
wide enough or too
Right
wide,
now.
they use pure pads.
okay. Yeah, I think that's the question y'all were looking at. Okay, all I need is a motion for a favorable recommendation to advance this to the BZA.
So moved.
Got a first,
I'll second.
got a second. All in favor? Anybody opposed? Passes favorably to the BZA, which would immediately fall on this. Okay, I don't want to rush, but we do have a BZA in respect for the McClishes coming here. Approval claims. You have the claims?
Yes, and I do need to go back under old business for just a moment.
Okay.
Just our regular Ron Siebert, Alpha Supplies, ground rules, and Tribune Star.
Okay, everybody got a copy of that?
Is this our last ground rules?
I don't know.
A question, down here at the bottom, you've got the appointments.
Yep.
When does that need to, like a person who wants to be reappointed, need to mention that? Or if a person does not want to be reappointed, when do they?
October, November-ish.
Okay,
Really, November, would be good.
What do you say?
Yeah, however, that's not optional. Okay.
Okay, if everybody's seen the claims, I just need approval for the claims.
Make a motion to approve the claims.
Do I have a second?
A second.
Got a first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Anybody opposed? Claims passed and signed.
So Last month, we talked about Tribune Star versus Park County Sentinel.
Yes.
So Tribune Star did get back with me. They have approximately 250 subscribers from Vermilion County. I thought was a large number. But then she also went on to say they have single copy locations in Clinton at the Clinton IGA, both Casey's gas station, Buck's gas station, Clinton Mini Mart, CVS, Clinton Travel Center, and Clinton Walmart. Wow. She also said that legal notices on Tribune Star on Facebook, you have to pay. See, you can't just look at them.
Right.
But legal notices, she says, can be viewed without having the paid subscription to their Facebook. So they're also on Facebook. So based on the numbers from Park County to this one, I'll be going with the Tribune Star. I think it's more likely to have more people paying.
Oh, okay. I just worry about people up north because
Yeah, I know.
I really do.
What, so you did say you gotta pay for those to review them, that's right.
But not legal.
Online, yeah, that goes on it,
Okay.
okay.
If anybody have any questions?
Oh, as far as the office
Nope.
report, sorry, I gotta go over that real quick.
Yes.
We are doing well. We're up a couple of permits from last year. I mean, not a lot, but I think 3 or 4 permits above. So people are building, which is a good thing. This month, well, since our last meeting in July, which was what, July 10th, we've got 3 new homes going in, so
That's really good.
that's exciting. A couple grain bins. And so we are building in Vermilion County, slow but sure.
Penny, have you seen a trend, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like that, have you seen a trend from 1 year to the next as far as home building permits and as far as us growing as a county?
We're running neck and neck with what we did last year, and I do have a printout of the last 26 years of how many permits we've done each year.
We need to see that.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of building going on where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I've got, Bob.
Okay. If anybody has any questions, you can ask the board. And give 2 minutes, state your name. If not, anybody, don't be shy. Okay. Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
You got a first?
Second.
You got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
We do have a boat race next Saturday.
Yes, reminder, boat race, and we will meet before the cleanup day.
Yes, we will.
Okay.
It was Thursday before, yes. But there are flyers out there for the cleanup days if you want to take one and hang it up somewhere.
Wait, the cleanup days are next.
Committee clerk.
September, yes.
Okay.
September 12th and 13th.
Are there flyers for the race out there too?
I don't have a flyer for the.
The race is down at Montezuma. They'll start there and then float down to Clinton. It's gonna be more boats this year,
How
right?
long does it take to do that?
The professionals can do it in an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, the professionals,
But it
okay.
takes you about 3 hours. And if you just want to go along and float, you go and float.
But if
We're
it's,
putting a new dock in for Clinton City, the boat club at $50,000. We're raising it, we're getting enough money to $50,000 to put a brand new boat ramp in down there.
people
It's a good event.
go down Sugar Creek, why not go down to Wabash? Be-
There you go. All right, Joe and,
You got enough for your BZA?
yep, I do.
Good.
See you. See you. Thank you.
Okay, here is your finding of facts. Here is your minutes.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, Tom, we gotta move on. We gotta get
There you go, Joe. Brandon, you're coming that way, that's yours. Yes, okay. Here's yours.
That's your UDO in real life.
Who's missing?
John, there's yours. Hot off the press, got it done, got it today.
No Judy tonight,
No Judy.
and we have to have 3 votes, right?
Yes.
Oh, Judy.
Oh, yeah, if we only had two, it'd be even.
Yeah. We're good.
You want me to move over?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay,
And we are live streaming, just so everybody knows.
all right. Looks like somebody's banging on the Call to order the meeting of the Vermilion County Board of Zoning Appeals on August 14th, 2025. We have some minutes here to review and approve.
I'm gonna do roll call real quick.
Okay, thank you.
Travis Newman,
Here.
John Graves,
Here.
Barbara Phillips,
Here,
Judy Palanci, Joe Ellis.
Here.
thank you.
And while you're reading over those minutes, I will tell you, we have another special exception coming next month, so we'll meet again next month.
Okay. Yeah, and just for the record, the minutes that we're reviewing now are from June the 12th. We did not have a meeting in July, so.
Right. I move we accept the minutes.
I second.
I concur.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Travis, were you here earlier? Sorry, go ahead, Barbara.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna just ask if you were here when we were talking about the McLeish's before, okay.
Caught all of it, yeah.
You snuck
I was
in on
in here.
me.
I came in at the congressman's.
Okay. Remember. I've got it.
Okay, so our only order of business tonight is, we didn't have any old business, right?
Correct.
New business is, notice is hereby given that Michael McLeish has filed with the Vermilion County Board of Zoning Appeals a petition 25-02 for a special exception to place a 1996 mobile home on the following real estate located in Clinton Township, Vermilion County, Indiana, commonly known as 2458 East, 1510 South, Clinton, Indiana, 47842.
As I stated previously, they advertised in the newspaper 10 days prior. They notified all the 8 adjacent property owners by certified mail. They have spoke with the health department because there had previously been a mobile home there about the septic. They know what's expected of them there. And they are, if this is approved tonight, they will split off the one at a minimum of 1 acre for this parcel to have them.
Can I ask questions now?
Sure.
So just to be clear, this is not a platted, part of a platted community, correct? This is its own individual? Because I believe right to the west of it would
Yes.
be platted
It's a subdivision.
subdivision.
Correct.
Okay. So there is no interaction between this parcel and that subdivision? Okay. Go ahead.
Any other questions for the McLeishes?
What subdivision is it? Back order two?
It's to the
Briar Hill Farms.
prior hill.
Okay, I get it. I see where it is.
Yeah, so Briar Hill's right over
Just
here.
up the hill from Spindles.
Yes.
All right.
The concrete pads that were there are the ones you're gonna use again, right?
Well, the trailer was not the right size, so they recommended, they would use pier pads. Because it couldn't fit on, it wasn't the right width.
Yeah, but I assume the pier pads will be supported by the concrete that is there.
Yes, partially, I think.
I mean, I'm not overly familiar with pier pads, but I assume that they need to overlap the concrete that's there. But
Yeah, that, McCormick's, mobile home service is the one that we've been working with. and they assured it would be anchored properly and,
It's a professional company
yeah,
doing
it's a
it.
professional company.
Okay.
Any other
But,
questions?
and just for the record though, this is a used mobile home, correct? What year again was it?
96.
1996?
And when was the last time there was a trailer on the property?
In the 90s.
In the 90s? Was the subdivision in place in the 90s?
No.
I couldn't tell you that one. I wasn't
They
here.
could.
Have you been there that long in that area?
The home that we live in now was my parents,
Oh, okay.
and we actually lived in a mobile home down there.
Oh,
My sister did, my brother did, we did, and then after we left, my dad rented it out to other people until the mid-90s, and then it's been empty since then. So my parents passed, we bought their home.
but and the trailer's gone now, the old one.
Yeah, it's been empty for
Okay.
a long time.
Not empty, but gone.
Empty lot. Yeah.
Empty lot, yeah. Other than the chassis of it, right?
No, she's talking about, when they're talking about the runners, they're talking about the concrete
Yeah.
that lays in the ground.
But I think
There's
she
no
said,
trailer frame there, is there?
No,
but it was
Okay.
there for a while. I thought that was what I understood. earlier.
They may mow over the top of it now. You able to mow over the top of what's there now?
well, we had the land cleared so we could find them again.
Okay,
And wow.
here we go.
Okay. Okay, well, we have,
I'm done.
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Not trying to rush. We have findings of fact, and these are the responses that we received from the petitioners. So the first one is, the grant of the special exception will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, comfort, and general welfare of the community because it will be used as a family home. Number two, the use, enjoyment, or value of other property in the neighborhood of the property included in the special exception will not be affected in an injurious manner because it is in a residential neighborhood and will be used as a family home. Number three, the special exception will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding property for uses permitted in the district because it is a residential area to be used by a resident. Number four, adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have or are being provided because the necessary utilities, including septic, water, power, and pads, are already existing. Number five, ingress and egress points are designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public street because the driveway is already established. Does anybody have any questions on any of those comments or concerns? Okay, then we take these one at a time and we vote on each one of the 5 findings of fact. Okay, so for the first one, the grant of the special exception will not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, comfort, and general welfare of the community because it will be used as a family home. I need a motion and a second to accept that finding of
I
fact.
move to accept.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 2, the use, enjoyment, or value of other property in the neighborhood of the property included in the special exception will not be affected in an injurious manner because it is in a residential neighborhood and will be used as a family home. May I have a motion to approve that finding of fact?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 3, the special exception will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of the surrounding property or uses permitted in the district because it is a residential area to be used by a resident. I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Number 4, adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, and other necessary facilities have or are being provided because the necessary utilities, including septic, water, power, and pads, are already existing. May I have a motion, please?
I so move.
I'll second.
Right, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 5, ingress and egress points are designed as to minimize traffic congestion in the public street because the driveway already is established.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I would second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty. So it is therefore the decision of the Vermilion County Board of Zoning Appeals that petition number 25-02, a special exception to place a 1996 mobile home on property located at 2458 East, 1510 South, Clinton, 47842, is hereby granted, subject to any conditions stated in the minutes of this board, which conditions are incorporated herein by reference and made part of this decision.
Conditions would be subdividing the parcel.
Doing the split for the
The
1
split.
acre.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that was ever mentioned in this. Did we mention it?
We did now.
APC did. I don't think we addressed it. I know
No.
Judy would have done a very
Right,
good job
right.
of addressing it had she been here.
All right,
So we're addressing that as a requirement for this there,
as a condition.
condition they will be
Of the
required to
variance.
split the property?
And what do you do, Penny? Do you put that into a document that they then,
It just goes into the minutes.
okay. All right. Any,
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, we're good.
okay, so we just need to sign this?
Guess you could make a motion to approve the special exception. We did
It's
all
not
that.
like they're asking to inject CO2 in the ground. So
Okay,
it's
well,
obvious that the neighbor, the community is okay with this.
so let's, can I have a motion
Well, there
to
will be
accept
a septic
the,
field. I'm sorry.
to accept the proposed
Special exception.
special exception?
I'll make the motion to accept.
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and that's, so you've got your approval conditioned upon separating
You're
that.
good to go.
Sure, I'm crying.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
There's a
We
lot to
appreciate
go
that
through,
you're adding
right?
another living facility in this county.
Are we ready to
We now
adjourn?
pronounce you husband and wife.
it. I make a motion, we adjourn.